how long I've been waiting for this. Woo, I'm about to make a name for myself here.
With Deadpool and Wolverine recently coming to streaming and soon hitting home release, it's time to give our thoughts on the film. The movie was massive and it's still playing in a few theaters near me, which makes sense. Deadpool's been gone long enough for fans to feel his absence. On top of that, we've got Hugh Jackman's Wolverine not just returning, but making his debut in the MCU. Add in a bunch of new introductions and fan service, and the stage was set for a surefire hit. But does the film live up to the hype, or does it fall flat under the weight of expectations? Now before we dive into the fan service, it's important to note that none of it would work if the core of the movie wasn't solid. Given that this film is largely a continuation of Deadpool's storyline in the MCU, it was bound to be action-packed and filled with enough jokes to make it endearingly cringe or at least consistently entertaining. Deadpool 2 faced some criticism for not capturing the same magic as the first, following a similar formula but falling short of its novelty. However, Deadpool Wolverine might just be the best yet. This is partly thanks to Hugh Jackman's acting, which brings a much needed counterbalance to Deadpool's relentless energy, and also because the film has fresh material to work with. Deadpool's constant breaking of the fourth wall, joking with the audience as they watch, recreates that interactive experience many had with the first film, adding another layer of entertainment. On top of that, some of the new characters delivered some of the best lines in the movie, spreading the comedic burden beyond just Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman. Action-wise, this film stands out from recent Marvel releases. Marvel has had a shaky track record when it comes to fight choreography, but Deadpool vs. Wolverine thankfully breaks that trend. The gunplay was creative and the camera movements felt purposeful, enhancing the action instead of confusing it. You could tell a lot of care went into crafting the fight scenes, even in those typical heroes overwhelmed by henchmen moments. One of the biggest draws of Deadpool and Wolverine is the return and introduction of several characters. Gambit is the standout with his hilarious performance stealing nearly every scene he's in, perfectly capturing the character's charm and wit. However, my personal favorite has to be Blade, who brings a cool and confident energy to the film, grounding the chaos with his no-nonsense attitude. I'm still holding out hope that Marvel gives us a proper Blade movie or series with Wesley Snipes, because let's be honest, the guy deserves a comeback. We also see X-23, or as a lot of people call her, Girl Wolverine, who adds an extra layer of intensity to the action, her brutal fighting style possibly hinting at a deeper role in the MCU's future. All in all, these characters seamlessly blend into the mix, adding to the humor, action, and fan appeal. Hugh Jackman's return as Wolverine in Deadpool and Wolverine is a strange yet welcome addition to the story. While many thought Logan was the perfect send-off for the character, Jackman's return feels surprisingly natural, even if his place in the MCU is still a bit unclear. For now it works, largely thanks to Jackman's incredible performance. His wide emotional range shines, especially in some of the more subtle moments, like his car acting scenes. It is sort of funny seeing Ryan Reynolds, even as Deadpool, have to interact with an actor that can really act on that next level. Despite the initial hesitation from fans who felt Logan should have been the end, Jackman manages to bring something fresh to the role, proving once again why he's been the face of Wolverine for over 2 decades. In regards to someone carrying the series, it's hard to crown anyone king besides Hugh Jackman. What Deadpool and Wolverine really did was break the trend of what's been considered a lackluster run for Marvel. Many of the films released prior to this phase failed to garner acclaim or even entertain their general audience. While it might be a stretch to say everything was a flop, it's clear that following up such a legendary run with the Avengers was never going to be easy. That being said, some of Marvel's recent failures are explicitly referenced in Deadpool and Wolverine, marking one of the first times the franchise has shown any real self-awareness about its missteps. The future of the MCU is uncertain, with long-term storylines already scrapped, and the anticipated return of one of its biggest actors as the long-awaited Doctor Doom. There's no shortage of criticism about how Marvel ended up here, and the goodwill they've burned along the way. However, Deadpool and Wolverine feels like a necessary step forward. It opens up a world of material that Marvel can revisit, even if it's their 3rd or 4th attempt at some of these stories. More importantly, the film acknowledges fan frustration and directly addresses what people have been clamoring for, an entertaining action movie that builds excitement for what's next. and Deadpool and Wolverine excels at this better than anything Marvel has released in recent memory. What did you think of Deadpool and Wolverine? Do you think Hugh Jackman shouldn't have returned, or were you okay with it? Any big reason you didn't like the film? Be sure to let us know in the comments below. Thanks for making it until the end of the video. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel. Here at Inner Spiral, we cover a mix of the movies, games, and shows we all love. So be sure to join us, and we'll see you next time in the Spiral.